Hey guys, and welcome to another Technique Tuesday. In this video today, what we're going to go over is a technique of practicing voice leading. It's something that was shown to me while I was an undergrad, and the concept is pretty simple. All you have to do is take a note, the top note of a chord, and every time that you switch to a new chord, you're going to move that note up chromatically, if possible, and whole steps when it's not the best decision to go chromatically. So in a case, let's say I was voice leading and I get to a C major 7 chord, and the top note that I'm going to be moving to is from a D to an E flat. Well, that wouldn't make sense to put an E flat on the top, so I'd have to go a whole step to get to the E. So this is a very useful technique in going through a tune. You can start as low as you want on the string groups and work on using dyads or triads. What I'm going to do is use some pretty basic and standard voicings that we've all become accustomed to. And I'm going to lead my way through a tune, a pretty familiar tune. And I'm not going to keep time with this. It's going to be the chords for all the things you are. I'm not going to keep time. I'm just going to make my way up, as far up the instrument that feels comfortable, and then start working my way down if need be. So let's get started. Okay, so let's go through the chord progression to all the things you are. Now I want to point out something. I am not restricting myself to using a specific string group, other than I have to start on string number 2 and go up to the point where I need to go to string number 1 and then go up to where it's comfortable and then move my way back down. So I will use a combination of voicings that incorporate different string groupings, and sometimes I will even use shell voicings if I feel like that is the sound that I'm looking for. You can be more strict in the chord types or the string groupings that you choose, or the way that you want to approach this. But this is just a basic outline of how I've practiced this. So, and one other thing, you could also go through this chord progression, and since each chord is 4 counts, or a good many of them, you could try to go through and do a different voicing for each beat. I'm going to keep it more simple and just do one voicing per chord. Remember, this is not in time. An F minor 7. I have the 5th on top. Then a B flat minor 7. I'm going to go up a whole step to get an E flat 7. Another whole step to get an A flat major 13. Another whole step to put a sharp 11 on the D flat, major 7 sharp 11. Another whole step for the D minor 7. Now a half step for G7 sharp 9. And now I have a C major, which I'm going to go here. C major, only 3 notes on this one. C major 7. Now I can keep going up from here. So now I'm going to put in, let's see, just this voicing right here. Oh, let's back up. C minor 7 before the F minor 7. So I was right here, so I'm going to go right here. Let's put in this voicing here. It's a very simple voicing. I have the 5th in here. What I could do is replace the 5th and put the B flat in, so I have the flat 3, the flat 7, and the root. So we'll go with that, which the voicing extended out in string group 4, 3, 2, 1 would look like this with the 5th on top. But we're taking the 5th out because we're on the note C right now. Then what I'm going to do is opt to go a whole step above for the D natural instead of a D flat for this F minor chord. So this is an F minor 6. Voicing here for B minor 11. Then I'm going to go to an E flat. I'm going to use a flat 9, E flat 7, flat 9. Through it here. Now I'm going to go to the A flat 6. So it looks like an F minor 7 chord, but I'm looking at the root here. From here, I need to go to an A minor 7. So here's an F sharp right here that can make it so it is the it makes it so it gives a 13 or 6, but I'll look at it as a 13 just because right there is the 7. So I'm going to use a root, a 7, a third, and a 13. Then I'm going to go to the next note, which is the G. So to get the G in there, it's going to give a sus kind of a sound because here's the third, here's a sus. And let's go up one more. Let's go up one more. So for the G major, I'm going to do a G major 9. So I got the top note up here as an A. Now I can start moving my way back down. Now, listening to Barry Harris talk about some of the chord qualities in here, the bridge, many people do A minor 7, D7, G, and his way of seeing it, which I'm not going to go into detail, it should be more of an A minor 7 flat 5, and then a D7, you could use a flat 9. I guess you could use a sharp 9 too, but flat 9 tends to lead well to the 5th of the G. But let's go here. The G major 7 is what we had here, or G major 9. Now I'm going to go back down. I'm going to use my G on top. Okay? So to use my G on top, that puts it as the 7. So we need to find a voicing that will work for the 7 on top. All right. So this voicing here looks very similar to the one before. I'm moving it down, everything down a whole step. Now remember, I'm going to put a flat 9. Not a flat 9, but a flat 5. Then I can actually keep this same voicing except move the top note down one to give me the flat 9 for the D7. And then I'm going to move down to the E right here to give me the major 13. Okay, so for the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, I'm going to put D sharp in the top. Creates a little tension. Then for the B7. Now, this is what I could go to and put the ninth on the top. But what I'm going to look at is the fact that I can put on a flat 9, so I get a diminished sound. So from F sharp to B flat, B with a flat 9, B7 flat 9. And then from here, I have the note C sharp on top. So with the note C sharp on top, it's a pretty chord for an E. I have a 7, a 9, a third, and a 6, or 13. And then from here, there's a C natural. Here's the C7 with a sharp 5. Now let's keep moving down. F minor 11. Then we're going to have to go down a whole step for the B flat minor 7. And we're going to do an E7. So what we could do here is, oh, there it is. And then we're going to do an A flat. So I'm going to do the same voicing I did with the E a moment ago, where I have a sharp 13. A flat major 13. Then my D flat, can't use an E natural with the open string, so I'm going to have to go to an E flat. So there's a 6/9. Then for the minor, I'm going to go down a whole step. Right? D flat minor 7. Then we're going to go to the C minor. So now I'm going to start to, I guess I could do this. I could do like one with an open voicing here, like I did, like the octave above when I done the C minor 7 earlier. So I have a flat 3, a flat 7, and a root. And now I'm going to look for a B diminished. So let's go right back up. Right here's a D natural on top. Then I'm going to go to the 11, B flat minor 11. There's an E flat 7, flat 9. Finally, A flat major 13. Alright guys, hopefully you found that useful. Here's a little side note, or something maybe to expand on this idea. When I was in grad school, there was a professor of mine whose name is Tom Jacobetti. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but he showed me, I went to him and showed him that concept, and he already knew about it, of course, but what he done is he said, hey, how about you take, if you have like a 4-string voicing that you're using, he said, what if you would take the second voice of that chord and voice lead that instead, or the third note of the chord or the fourth note of the chord and lead that instead of just the top note. So if you want to expand upon this, that would be a great technique to try. Next week I'm going to present another technique that I have used to voice lead through a chord progression, standard chord progression. So hopefully, once again, that you found this useful. I want to thank all of you for the support. One other thing, I do offer lessons, and I'm not trying to sell myself here. I'm just throwing out this idea that I do offer lessons through online platforms like Skype. I have lessons on musiclessons.com as well. I just want to throw that out in case you're not aware of those things that are out there. So if you wanted to explore some of these concepts even further, or maybe work on some parts of your playing that are more personalized, things that maybe you're struggling with, I'd be happy to help. So if you are interested, you can reach out below in the comments, or you can message me on my website, which you'll see at the end of this video, bobrossguitar.com. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more Technique Tuesday videos.